Majungasaurus, the fearsome and mysterious predator of prehistoric Madagascar. Over 70 million years ago, in the final days of the Late Cretaceous, when much of the Earth was still ruled by giant dinosaurs, there was an isolated island in the Indian Ocean, ancient Madagascar. Here, life evolved in unique and unusual ways, producing creatures found nowhere else on Earth. And standing at the very top of this strange ecosystem, ruling as the apex predator of the island, was a terrifying beast, Majungasaurus. Known not only for its bizarre appearance, but also for its dark and shocking behavior, Majungasaurus has fascinated scientists and horrified imaginations alike. Appearance. The fierce face of the island monster, Majungasaurus belonged to the Abelisauridae family, a group of predatory dinosaurs with short, stocky skulls, incredibly powerful jaws, and almost useless tiny arms. It measured about 6 to 7 meters, 20 to 23 feet long, and weighed between 1 and 1.5 tons. Though not as massive as giants like Tyrannosaurus rex or Giganotosaurus, Majungasaurus had a distinctive and fearsome look. Its broad, short skull was thick and heavily built, crowned with a small horn-like bump, rising from the middle of its forehead. This little horn was not a weapon, but likely served as a display feature for attracting mates or intimidating rivals. The jaws of Majungasaurus were short but immensely strong, lined with curved, blade-like teeth, perfect for tearing flesh and crushing bone. Its forelimbs were tiny and practically useless, but its hind legs were strong and muscular, giving it the ability to lunge with devastating force. Imagine this predator stepping out of the shadows, eyes glinting, horns shining in the sunlight, jaws opening wide to reveal rows of knife-like teeth. For the dinosaurs of Madagascar, the very sight of Majungasaurus would have spelled doom. Habitat. Madagascar, the island of oddities. What made Majungasaurus even more remarkable was its environment. By the late Cretaceous, Madagascar had already broken away from Africa and India, leaving it as a truly isolated island. This gave rise to a unique ecosystem where many species evolved in complete isolation. The island's forests, wetlands, and floodplains were home to unusual creatures. The most famous among them was Rapidosaurus, a long-necked sauropod weighing many tons, alongside smaller dinosaurs, giant ancient turtles, crocodiles, and primitive birds. In this ecosystem, Majungasaurus had no real rivals. It was the undisputed top predator, ruling like a solitary king of the island. Unlike other regions where multiple predators competed for dominance, Madagascar had Majungasaurus as its sole apex carnivore, making it a uniquely specialized hunter. Hunting behavior. The nightmare strikes. Majungasaurus wasn't built for speed like Velociraptor, but it was a master of ambush and sudden strikes. It likely lurked among thick vegetation or near swampy riverbanks, patiently waiting for prey to approach. When the time came, it would burst forward with terrifying force, its powerful jaws snapping shut around the neck or body of its victim. Its bite was not just a slash, it was a grinding, bone-crushing grip that could tear away chunks of flesh. Studies of its skull suggest Majungasaurus had the ability to cling onto prey with a prolonged death grip bite, much like modern crocodiles. Once its jaws locked in, escape was nearly impossible. Prey would be drained of strength and blood, collapsing helplessly as Majungasaurus delivered the killing blow. The dark secret. Cannibal of the dinosaur world. As terrifying as this predator was, the darkest secret of Majungasaurus is what has made it infamous. It was a cannibal. Fossil evidence shows bite marks on Majungasaurus bones that match perfectly with its own teeth. This proves that individuals sometimes fed on their own kind. Whether this happened during food shortages, after territorial battles, or as opportunistic scavenging, it paints a chilling picture of a predator that did not hesitate to feast on its kin. Cannibalism among dinosaurs is extremely rare, but Majungasaurus provides some of the clearest fossil evidence for it. This grim behavior cements its reputation as one of the most ruthless carnivores to ever walk the earth. Fascinating facts and mysteries. Early fossil discoveries of Majungasaurus were once mistaken for a plant-eating dinosaur until the skull revealed its true identity as a predator. It was likely one of the last apex predators to dominate Madagascar before the asteroid impact 66 million years ago ended the age of dinosaurs. Its strange horn may have been used in mating displays or dominance rituals rather than combat. Its crocodile-like cling-and-hold bite strategy set it apart from most other theropods, making it a unique hunter in dinosaur history. Conclusion: a name that echoes terror. Majungasaurus was not the biggest or fastest predator of the Cretaceous, but it embodied the raw brutality of survival. With its thick skull, horned forehead, and merciless hunting strategy, it became the nightmare of Madagascar's prehistoric landscape. For the sauropods that roamed the island, and even for its own kind, Majungasaurus was a force of terror. It ruled with violence, and when hunger demanded it, even its own kin were not safe from its jaws. Today, Majungasaurus is remembered not just as a unique island predator, but also as a chilling reminder of nature's darker side,